I'll never get tired of seeing that. Hello everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Abiotic Factor. In the last episode, we stood up the defenses out here for our base, and have used them to help kill our first security bot. We'll be doing more of that in the future. We got some more batteries hooked up, and our kitchen is looking pretty good. Refrigerator is fully powered. Crafting station's fully powered. And we've seen, or talked to, I think his name was Harrison, a wounded manufacturing worker who would like us to attempt to or rather has given us our next task, which could be to enter manufacturing to access that escape tunnel. But to do it, we need to find a power cell in order to get the forklift to work. We can't make power cells. We can only make energy bricks and batteries. So hopefully there's some up on level 3. But to do that, we have to find a way to access a lift that will take us to level 3. There is an elevator up here that we haven't tried. Oh, and we also saw a gentleman who was in the rafters by a flooded and also electrified pool of water. So the first thing we should do is try to get to that guy. He was also right near an elevator that we didn't interact with, so maybe that can get us up to level 3. So to help us get to that gentleman, I think the first thing we're going to do is make some bridges. We need screws and wooden planks for that. Do we have any screws? We don't have many of them, but we do have some. We have 2. Okay, and then we can get some planks. Let's take all the planks. Make ourselves 2 of those and see if those can help us. They can navigate across that water. Speaking of water, how are we doing? We're a little tired. I suppose we can take a quick nap before we head up there. I don't like leaving the base unless all of my needs are taken care of. Which reminds me, we can eat a little more food. We'll shove whatever that is in our mouth. I'm sure we won't have any trouble eating carbuncles. We do have to go hunting again, so we need more food in that fridge. But we can do that after we take a peek and see if we can reach this gentleman. Oh, more computer supplies and what have you inside this little room. We're kind of good at the moment. We should probably focus on instead making more progress through the facility. Something I do like in games like this is the quiet. The quiet. Alright, let's see. So this looks a bit unsafe. Let's see if we can navigate across this. So, thankfully, even though this is made of metal, the electricity doesn't go from the water to the metal cabinet. And we might be able, there we go, to put this here. And maybe this one here? That gets us across these tables. Ooh, that's going to be actually kind of close. Ah! Oh, it was close. We can probably make the hop over to that. Or we can't. Okay. Thankfully, we're not taking too much damage from this. This was an abject failure of avoiding taking electrical damage. We made it over here. Let's see what this email terminal contains. Oh, these are only dedicated to emails then. That seems really odd. Do you figure they put more programs on this? Maybe they'll do something like that in the future. 178 containment. Hi. You need to take this one seriously. We retrieved IS-0178 from A2, and it nearly killed us. It needs full Crucius containment, and anyone interacting with it will need JIPS-rated impact shielding at the very least. Noted. T. The peccary. They label creatures... Oh, all creatures have names to them. A nickname, like this is the peccary. And they also have a immurement system identification number, which is what this is up there. Collected specimens? Kathy, I'm glad to report we've finally made some progress with 173. Little bouncing fellow. We couldn't get near it at first, the thing wouldn't sit still, not to mention the spikes. Hey Isaiah, how'd you manage it? I've been forced to work with dead specimens. Incidentally, autopsies suggest they're the second stage in the life cycle of a metamorphic creature, starting with 171. I'm beginning to wonder if it's possible that all the A2 specimens are connected? Very interesting theory. I mentioned the problem I was having to Varsha in manufacturing. She went away and rigged up a kind of trap that holds the little critters in place. Barbecue. Went to a barbecue on the dam in the hydro plant last night. Those blue suits can party. They had these great sausages. One of the hydraulists made them. Said they were actually really easy. Don't ask what's in them. Sausage recipe unlocked. I think you need two types of, two peccary meats to make it. So we're not gonna hop over this successfully, I think. We're gonna have to just take another hit in the water. And we know that's dangerous. I'm sure that was fine. You know, electricity helps wake you up in the morning. Sir, we've come to rescue you.
Well, I knew this would happen. Ever since Varenkov's team took over Silo 3, you couldn't get a single power cell after that. Now look, they're precious antiverses, totally out of control.
Yes, I agree. The antiverses. Holy crap, look at all the stuff we've learned. Military in the facility, the wounded forklift operator told me to find a power cell so we could use the forklift to open manufacturing sector. He also said there's military use in the facility, but not gatekeepers or regular army. Heavy metal. Apparently there are anvils in supply room level 3. If Dr. Roberts is right, there are power cells in the silos on level 3.
Whatever it is they're doing in Silo 3, it used every power cell we had. They did too much, too fast.
I agree, they definitely did. Well, I'm sure we don't need all these metal pipes. Or rather, this wall doesn't. We'll take a few. I guess you're hanging out here, sir, with your flashlight and your hose. But I could use a hose, so that's ours now. So that leads to the room to the side of that. Can we get up here? We can. And where does this lead? It wasn't too difficult to navigate the water, honestly. And we didn't take any really significant damage from it. Another hard hat. Another secret room. Oh, oh, okay, I say my flashlight's not with me. My flashlight is. Let's see. More pipes. We need pipes. Another hose. Another toolbox. Let's see. Well, since we have duct tape and glue, we'll take more of that. Oh, okay. And a little secreted area behind a staircase. We're filled up on inventories. We should double back to our home. Since we're killing a few things. Actually, we don't have any inventory space, Tim. Okay, we'll come back for some of that delicious meats. What can we talk about, viewer, while we're doing this? Let's think. So, talk more about survival games, I guess. So I don't play very many. This game has a few aspects to it that I really enjoy in other types of games. When a MMO game has player housing in it, I tend to go crazy on the player housing. I love setting up a home in games that let me do so. The first game I had ever played that allowed me to make a home was Auto Assault from an age ago. I have never played the Minecraft game. I've seen lots of people play it. That looks like that would be the moment I would play that game. I would lose myself in all the countless hours of designing homes. Effectively, my home, my base, designing structures, making huge, elaborate contraptions, and that would be bad for me because that would consume all of my time, 100% of it. But I've otherwise never played the game. I am familiar with it. I've seen lots of people play it. But I haven't, you know, that I think about it, I have not sat down to watch someone ever play that game. It would only be on the background, and even then, it was many, many years ago, and only a few clips. Never actually sat to watch someone play the game in its totality. And it tends not to be the type of content I want to watch someone playing Minecraft in. Nothing wrong with it, but this is not for me. I want to design this stuff myself most of the time. But sometimes in a game like this one, I do like watching other people play, because I want to see if I'm doing something incorrectly, or if there's another way I could do something a little more efficiently. We're gonna probably clear out this room here, which is why we're bringing up the platform cart with us. Now, there's a secret, by the way, viewer. We're gonna talk about this secret. Normally, to reach the offices in level 3, the vast majority of the people are going to go through the... Okay, so we'll just say it. There, a portal that will lead you to Antiverse 2. But we don't have to do that to gain access to that area. We can do it from here. You can either build a ramp and then a bridge to give you the distance you need to get up on that railing. Or you can do this. There we go. You can hop on that railing right there, up onto this platform. And I'm pretty sure this allows us access to level 3. Here's the storage facility that they were hinting at have anvils. Since we're here, we have the inventory space. We'll grab some books and all this other stuff. We probably should take at least one more anvil with us. If we do build a forward base, we'll want all of our anemones there as well. Yep, we can access it. We don't need to actually take that one teleporter.
Ugh, this damn security door.
Hello, Miss. Miss Mayfield?
I don't understand it. The system's locked us out. But I'm not leaving without my data. I could lose everything. I'd never get a Nobel Prize. Then I had an idea. I worked on the security bots. Their CPUs store access codes. If we salvaged some, we could make something to hack the door. What do you think?
By we, I assume you mean me.
Did you get those CPUs from the security robots?
I freaking knew it.
I can't get my data until you make that hacker.
I'll tell you now, she's not gonna get any data. She's just gonna sit right here and thank you for all the hard work you did. So the elevator downstairs, this is one that leads to it, is inaccessible originally from downstairs. Like the trams, you will need to send it downstairs for you to be able to use it. as well grab a level 3 map while we're here.
Clearance insufficient.
And now we have the reason why we are killing the bots. We need those CPUs. Technically, we don't need... The CPUs are not used directly to do anything upstairs. We just need to make that keypad hacker that you see now in the upper right-hand corner. It gets pinned automatically for you. So we'll need a total of 3 security bot CPUs to do it. And I think we have 1 so far. We're going back down here because I picked up some radioactive stuff. And I don't like carrying around radioactive things unless I have a radioactive protective suit, which we will get eventually. We'll cook this, store some stuff, wait for the cooking to get done, and then head back on out there. Okay, so we've got some books. We learned how to make some arm guards, it looked like, as well. We have an anvil. That takes 1 space. And here you go. Probably send to repair our pipe wrench. It is getting a little damaged. Okay, so this should almost be done. Oh, we have water that was probably done being boiled. Might as well keep boiling water. One of the most boring things you can do in the game, so do it while you're doing other things. Let's see, stick that over here. Okay, now we can make some more stuff, right? For our protection? Let's see. Makeshift leg wraps. Magazines and duct tape. 6 of each. It's not too difficult to do. Well, not. We'll even take 7. This is part of the Employee of the Week, Employee of the Month set. So when we equip this, we've now earned 2 pieces of that set, and our maximum weight allowance has been increased by 10 units. We, I think, have all the pieces to make the arm guards, too. Yeah, we just needed more duct tape. Or 5 of it will do. And we need some books. Watch how amazing this looks. Awesome. And now we won't need these gloves any longer. Or at least I don't think we will. We'll still hold on to them as a little memento of how we started in such humble beginnings as we upgrade from lab gloves to books and magazines, duct tape to our arms. And this got done. Might as well keep moving this, and then we'll head back out. By moving it, I mean pouring more water, and then boiling more water. Oh, okay. There's a little bit of water left inside this container. Actual non-contaminated water. You can tell that because of the little stripes behind it. In this case, I would like to boil more water, but I can't get rid of this water. But we can. Just have to right-click on it and say, pour on the ground. Oh, and we are hungry and thirsty, so we will have another cooked carbuncle. Take a small sip of water. 4 p.m. Still have time to go back up there and clear out that room that was near the gentleman. We have unlocked level 3 though, so we're going to want to go up there and take a peek around. Something new. That's good to verify that this occurs, even if I don't go through the portal. We reached level 3, and this is an event-driven game, or goal-based. As you do things and progress the main story, other things begin to happen in the world around you. So now, our base can come under attack. Hey, Mr. Mans?
Dr. Mance reporting. IS-178, the Peccary, as it was so ineptly dubbed by one of my puerile co-workers, is more intelligent than it first seemed. In fact, it grows smarter and more capable over the course of its life cycle, before morphing into the later life cycle phase. Dr. Manbanco even managed to teach it a few simple tricks, with only minor burns, I believe.
The large filing cabinet here, you have a 100% chance to successfully break down, by the way. That's interesting. So they are trying to... That's what I'm looking for. Tame? The creatures that we've seen walking around out here. So we are here. We might clearing out a room. We might as well continue to do that. Grab every single thing that's not nailed to the floor. Oh, what is this? Look at this thing. This probably looks familiar to you if you played Half-Life. This is one of the jump pads in that game. You can also, though, pick it up and move it around in this version of the world. Everything gets taken. We don't need to probably break down any more of the filing cabinets and what have you. I'm gonna do it while I'm in the area. Let's take all the simple stuff. Okay, and I think that's good enough at the moment. We'll come back for the rest of this tomorrow. Oh, actually, we have a little more inventory space. We can take maybe some more. It's more than we... Well, it's not more than we need. It's more than we probably need at this moment, but we will want all of this in the future. Okay. When I first played this game, I got lost very regularly trying to explore each of these zones when I would first be in them. And I would put signs... We'll look at that later. I would put signs everywhere with arrows to show me where certain things were. Now I know the first 3 areas at the back of my hand, and most of the portal worlds. We'll see one of those very soon. We're actually supposed to, normally, go to a portal world to access level 3 first. We'll talk about portal worlds when we go and do one. We'll probably do what we're supposed to do tomorrow, I think, to show you one. Okay, let's first take care of our bathroom needs. Yep, very important. No talking during the bathroom. Okay, so let's break down stuff, clear our inventory, and get ready to see what on earth the game was talking about when it said the air felt strange. Well, we'll actually see what it meant very soon, I think. That was interesting. Why did it do that? The door, like, didn't open, and that's why. Surely, that is not an ill omen of things to come. Probably get something to eat. We should have the actual good food, Tim, before you start eating the stuff that's a little less filling. The portals tend to show up where you're standing, and the portals, for a portal storm, which is what this is, will appear near wherever you are. Will begin to show up if you are near a crafting station, someplace that is giving you this that home buff. You can get, I think, up to 3 portals that show up. Oh, we have another water cooler. We don't really have space for this one. Oh, we do have space. I guess we'll put it there. Once again, our water situation has been dealt with adequately, I think. What else do we have here? The rest of it is just pick all that up and stick it right into our boxes. What will happen with the portal storms is that at about 10 or 11 p.m., they will begin spawning in enemies. These portal storms tend to spawn in 2 types. At least, well, these portal storms. The early ones will warp in either pests or peccaries. If it warps in a peccary, it will be the last creature that it spawns in before this event expires. That these are happening, and the fact these appear directly on us, makes me suspect that something in a different world is watching us. It's you viewers, isn't it? It's time to put them here. I wish there was a way that I could tweak either what spawns in, or the number of things that spawn in, because I want this to be a little tougher than it's going to end up being. We will get probably a total of about 8 pests that will show up here. Pests are very easily handled, though. All you really need to handle a pest portal storm is your vacuum cleaner. As the pests pop out, you suck them up and then shoot them into walls to destroy them immediately, and it is no threat. Now, that said, I want some cooking experience points, so I'm actually going to be attempting to kill these pests with club and spear, and then carving them up.
Power down momentarily. If you have not already evacuated the facility, consider this your top priority. Have a wonderful and productive evening.
That's all the water that we needed boiled. We might as well fill some sinks again. What else, Tim? Alright, let's think. What else can we talk about here? What other games have you played that are a bit like this? So, for MMOs, Auto Assault was the first game, as I mentioned, that had a player housing in it. It was very basic, but it was the first one. God, I missed that game. And there was also WildStar that I really enjoyed, especially WildStar, my player housing in that one. That was a fantastic game, too. Well, that was probably the best MMO I played. I loved the combat in that one so much. It was such a shame when they went free-to-play, because everything really ended up being degraded in that game. Like, all the systems, they changed it. It felt very grindy all of a sudden after that. I didn't like the changes that they did, and I stopped playing it. And then the game died a few months later. That was such a shame. I think they're working on a private server or something like that. And if they actually get that up and working, I will probably be sinking hours of my life in that game again, and paying for it. I think we're going on this tangent here. There's a few other games, I think, MMOs that that collapsed or died, and now people are trying to get them up again, like with private servers, or like a private server is probably I'm using the wrong term. Some sort of public server that is being worked on by fans of the game who have access to the code and trying to get it working again, based on the snapshots of what they had at the time that the game went down. Warhammer Age of Reckoning is one game that I think actually has a working server now, with folks playing it. As long as we're going on this tangent, what other MMOs have I played? Let's just rattle them off. Tabula Rasa. I guess there were some aspects to all these MMOs I really enjoyed. So with WildStar, the combat was fantastic. I really liked the story. The music was good. I liked the player housing. The auction house was a little lackluster, but everything else in that game I absolutely adored.
Personnel.
All right, here we go. 1 second. We got, or a few minutes. We got the portal storm happening. A single portal will be chosen. It will flash, and then a pest will appear under it. Alright. Now they're going to go ahead and immediately start attacking my stuff. Anything that you place that they see, they will attack. Like, that was attacking the refrigerator. If they see me, they'll attack me instead. He's attacking this. Small trash can. Oh, they're destroying something. Hey! Leave that chair alone. Alright, we did it. We survived. Wasn't so bad. Now we repair all the stuff that was damaged. Including that amazing office chair. Stuff a little bit. Remember that we have plus 200% damage it turned on. So these pests will do a little damage to our structures, whereas normally it's not that much of a concern. I do want to cook. Let's break down these pests. Break down the pests? Yep, that's what we're doing. But I think I will scrap the pest faces. It's only going to be the plump post pest bits that I want to actually cook. Oh, actually, you know what? We can cook all of this right now. Still break down the parts after I cook them. So, Tabula Rasa was another game I played. I liked the invasion mechanic for that one very much. You gain bonuses for your world based on how many of these forts and places of interest that you had as a team, sorry, as a world, and these NPCs, these aliens, would warp in to try to take them from the players when they held them. I remember the sound of the drop ships when the attacks would start. It was fantastic. Some decent music as well in that game, if I recall correctly. I think they took that game down when who was the main developer, producer, creator for it? I can't remember now. But he went up like in a spaceship, like an actual spaceship here from our planet, up as a tourist or something up into space. And I think right when he did that, they took down his game. That's what I remember, at least. Man, that sucks. Sucks for that poor guy. He made a few games that were all, I think, almost most of them taken down. Let's see, what other games have I played? Let's like go on yet another tangent. City of Villains I played. I never played City of Heroes, only City of Villains. Liked the music, very much like the gameplay in that one too. Even though it was very grindy, I didn't mind it so much because me and my friends would play it. I have played Champions Online. I like the customization for the characters you can do in that one. Like all the different movement options you have there too. Oh, we don't actually need this. Actually, let's put this to use in a different way. We'll show you guys soup. I don't want to miss these things being done cooking though. I guess we can eat something. Rhizome Saga of Rhizome, I think is what it was called, had a very interesting skill mechanic in that game. You made your skills in that game. You would, as you leveled up, you could unlock more, like you would pay for them via skill points. You'd unlock different aspects of skills, like longer cooldowns, more expensive powers and what have you, more damage to your powers, and you could make the skills that you wanted to use in that game based around the things that you had. Like, you could make a incredibly high damaging low level spell, but it would have like a 8-second wind up time casting it and cost maybe life instead of mana, for example. It was rather unique. I really liked that idea for that game. The game, though, outside of the tutorial area, from what I remember, was very, very open-ended in that there wasn't really any quests to do. You did what you decided you wanted to do, which is fine, but it also was very... without a clear goal, I myself get a little... bored's not the proper word. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, and in the end I just lose interest. But we are actually pretty tired now. Sorry, just trying to sneak in some soda. Get another day in. We are a little thirsty. And we can show you how soups work today. Let's see. So soups. To make soup in this game, you need a full pot of clean water. Then, it's not, soup isn't that bad, I swear. Then, you drop items into the soup bowl. Here, I've already unlocked some soups from my other character, apparently, and as such, I kind of have an idea of what to combine to make soup. So, let's go ahead and make some soup. Oh, or can I make soup? Do I not have any... Alright, so first off, I need some salt. Normally, I would grab a can of peas, but I don't see any peas here. We don't have any. Okay, well then I guess we can't make the soup I want to make at the moment. But let's describe why I can't. Your soup recipes are over in your PDA. Note that, for example, we could make potentially this theoretical soup. Yeah, it has this name because we haven't actually made this successfully on the server with this character yet, and so I know what ingredients go in here, but I haven't made it. Note though that for the ingredients, these are uncooked. You can't put cooked versions of these in the soup, or instead, you get something else. Let's see, I'll show you anyway. So if we do just one, I do just one. We go and get some salt. And if we put all this into the soup bowl, we will make some soup. It won't be the soup, though, that's displayed in our PDA, because these are, once again, cooked pieces of meat. Uncooked, unknown soup. So, also, unlike cooking food on a stovetop, soups will not go bad. I can just now walk away and come back here, like, 3 hours later, in real life time, and the soup will be done, whatever type of soup that makes. That will actually make something called bad soup, which originally in the game wasn't actually that bad. Like, oh, you made bad soup, like, okay, whatever, I'm still drinking it, it's still pretty darn good, but now, no, now you really don't want to drink bad soup. Anyway, soups can take a bit longer to cook than most other things. Well, things we cook on a stovetop, not in an oven, so we'll come back for that. Well, actually, we might get some more food items here that we want. Yes! Accuracy 1. A little less wobble. A little more distance. And reloading 3. Woo! He's mad! Oh, that was awesome. That was a great hit, Tim. Star Wars Old Republic was another MMO that I played. Really loved the main, the story there. The voice acting was well done. I enjoyed various aspects of the combat. The game, though, was very grindy. Very grindy, unfortunately. Like, I was killing more or less the same exact things, using the same moves over and over and over and over again. Oh, you're still up. Yes. Okay. Let's reload. I guess we'll try to make some actual soup. We'll go ahead and carve up these creatures, and hopefully we get the bits that we need to do so. Well, I know we can make soup because we got a peccary head, and believe it or not, that can be used to make some soups. So we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, we got nothing from that pest. Okay, well, we can indeed, I suppose, use the peccary head. I also, in the Old Republic, I liked the space fight mini-game, effectively, that they had. I thought that was a lot of fun. It was an on-rails shooter, but I very much liked it. I guess we're coming back later for the soups. Okay, let's put the glass away. We're looking. We're okay. Man, there's been... I know there's a few more. I mean, I did play Warhammer Age of Reckoning. I played on the side of Order there. Dwarves, of course. Dwarves are the best in any game that has them. I liked the player versus player in that game. Very much so. I liked especially that, like, you could queue for a player versus player match, and it would give you a decent amount of experience points and loot, like gold or what have you for it. Well, win or lose, I suppose. It was more, of course, it was a lot more fun to win. And it just worked really well. That was the first game that introduced the, like, cooperative quests, where you would walk into an area, and there'd be a quest for all of you, anyone in that area, to do together if you so wished. We really need to improve our accuracy, so this is 100% not a waste of ammunition killing pests with that weapon. Battle scrap is not pest bits. Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay, since we're here, all that stuff. All right, let's get back down. Get back downstairs. Break down these things. And we'll make some actual soup. I'm assuming that the oh, yeah, well, it is bad soup. That the bad soup is still cooking. It is. Takes a while to make soup. I think what's happening here, though, viewer, is that because I'm not hovering in this area, when I leave and go upstairs, the game loads that area, and then this area gets put on pause, is what I think is ongoing. Holy crap, Tim. Okay, we do not need any more wood. We have plenty of wood. I guess we'll hang out in this area, take care of a few of our needs, and maybe the soup will get done by then. I played a game called Dark Age of Camelot an age ago. I played a friar in that game. that game, I liked the player versus player very much, and I liked the camaraderie that was there, because it was a realm versus realm, similar to Warhammer Age of Reckoning. I think they were both made by the same group, right? Mythic, I think, was the company that made those games, if I recall correctly. This is taking a stupid amount of time. Let's see, we'll have something else to eat, I suppose. Oh, remember radioactivity in this game, by the way. This refrigerator is emitting radioactive waves around it. You have to be kind of close to it. But there we go. We're picking some up. It is reducing the amount of radioactivity from the things in it by 25%, but you still don't want to hang it around the refrigerator if you can help it. There we go. Soup is done. Now this is bad soup. A soup made from various bits, not very filling, and not very good. There's a chance you may become ill from consuming this. You will become ill from it. So you'll gain some hunger and thirst fill. But you will then vomit. And I think a few times. We're just going to pour it on the ground. Instead, let's see. We'll try making this soup. We need some salt. There was a bug in the game in the past, it might still be in the game at the moment, where sometimes, even before you finish putting all the soup items into the soup, the ingredients, the soup finishes, and you get bad soup because you weren't able to put the stuff in fast enough. Uncooked pest goulash is what we're going to learn, so we'll let that finish. Head out and explore a little bit. And we'll see what that gives us when we come back. Oh, we're filthy, by the way, so we should clean ourselves. Stick our head in that water. It's a bit awkward because your entire character is covered with blood. You look like a Dragon Age Origins, like you were just in a battle. But you only have to wash your face and hands, and everything's good. Okay, so where are we going? I mentioned the portal. So we can access that one area by the wounded manufacturing. Oh, a television.
Can be demanding, so it's important to remember that resting is key to staying in good health. Simply taking a moment to sit down, even on the floor, will give you the energy boost you need to get through your day. While resting in any form helps to promote healing, lying down for a short nap is the optimal way to getting back to your ideal physical condition. Getting adequate rest is vital to being a productive and valuable member of the team at the Gate Cascade Research Facility.
Thank you for that. Interesting that they have to tell people to go to bed. That's something that you would think you just, do. Okay, I guess let's take a look over here. Over here. So this is where we have to open up this. Well, we don't have to, as we've seen, but to normally reach level 3, the way I think they want you to go, they being the developers want you to reach level 3, requires an energy brick here to get this door open. And then there's a lift over there that we can take to get to level 3. So let's go back and make an energy brick after... after we take this with us too. What else, Tim? Alright, hold on. What other MMOs? Have there been any other MMOs I play? Oh, let's look at this really quick, by the way. Hey, Brainiac. Remember where you are. The Gate Cascade Research Facility is a gatekeeper operational zone. Gatekeepers are friends, but give way to operators. Personnel in the... in the facility, including physical harm. We can't make that out so well, but it looks like there's a space marine here, effectively, a Star Cheese, talking with a scientist. The Gatekeepers are a new faction in the game that were added just a week or two ago when this game had its big patch. So I have not seen them fight. I know that we will have to fight them, or potentially we will be fighting them. I'm going to be looking forward to that. Soup's still cooking. All right, so where do we want this light? Because we'll put you here. Want to light up all of the kitchen. Put this other stuff away, and then make an energy brick. Okay, so do we have one? We don't currently have one. So just one CPU. Just one electronic bit. One casing. Oh, circuit board was the electronic bit. And one tech scrap. Help, where is it? It's in... Oh, it's in miscellaneous stuff. Time check? Do we have time for this? We do if we go right now. We've explored a good portion now of the offices on level 2. There's only one smallish area we haven't fully explored, and that's Biolab D, over there to the right, this little area. We'll check out that later, though. Let's get this door opened up. Ooh. Oh no, Tim, have you been too far away from the microphone most of this time? I hope not. That's going to be awkward. I can't fix it. I suppose we can open up this door as a quicker way to access this lift here. And that is a portal. Oh, wow, that sucks. Poor scientist. Look at this thing. An Exor. What's going on? Any news? You've had those A2 samples for 2 weeks. What's the holdup? Sorry, Lenora. Yes, we think the intensity of the radiation over there is due to high entropy levels. Energy just dissipates faster. We're giving everyone iodine tablets to counteract the radiation from the expeditions. But there's a problem I can't figure out. The numbers don't add up. Even with the higher entropic quotient, there's excess energy coming through the gateways. Right, I'm taking the tablets too. The suit keeps most of it off, though. As for your gateway problem, tell Sergi? That's what he's there for. Please copy me on any of the updates. Dr. Suwon Tenku. Doesn't add up. I've been analyzing the fluctuations in the past preparation with Suwon. It's like there's energy entering the system from somewhere else. We discussed the parameters, Sasha. They're within bounds. That's why we run tests, to figure out what's happening over there. The housing is shielding properly, so you have to define what you're seeing. The only reason you have data is because Lenora went and got it. Don't forget whose neck is really on the line here. What the... That was rather aggressive. All our necks are on the line, in the grandest sense. Lenora knows very well that I appreciate her work. Good for you defending yourself, Mr. Mans. Well, this doesn't look too promising. This looks rather ominous. Going over there with all the dead scientists outside the portal. But we should go. Let's do it. It was hinted that we should take one of these to help reduce radiation that builds up over there. Let's head on in. We now get to talk about another house rule that I'll be having for our adventure. In the portal worlds, they all, so far, place a exit portal right at the entrance if you change your mind and decide you just want to leave. I hate that idea. Once you've entered this place, I feel like you should be forced to go through it, prepared or not. So when we enter a portal world, we will not be allowed to take the close portal next to it. We will have to find the actual exit portal someplace herein. Later on, when we learn what's called a personal teleporter, I will not be allowed to use it either, my first time through a portal. In fact, I may say at no time can I use a personal teleporter in a portal world to make it tougher. Anyway, welcome to Zen, or Antiverse 2, I suppose. Giant fluorescent fungi. Very psychedelic colors. And it looks like whatever this is shooting those flying creatures. The very first time I was here, I was very careful and snuck past these monsters. But they have something we need. So we're actually going to fight these creatures. Oh, well, it would help if I hit him. Let's try that again. That blast really hurts. And it just occurs to me, I didn't bring any health hypos with me. It can't shoot through walls. We missed. As long as you keep moving, you should be okay from it. And about 4 or 5 crossbow bolts should kill this thing. One more, probably. No match for science. Never actually looked at the gun before. I think it looked different. Actually, yeah, the gun looked different on this thing before. I don't remember these little mushrooms on its shoulders either. I think they changed the graphic of this creature since the last time I've seen one. Well, you have to dissect it for science. And for this. A raw exoheart. This is required to upgrade our workbench with a portal item transporter. Very pretty. This stuff, by the way, we're picking up is called Antiverse wheat. You get a good amount of agriculture experience points just grabbing it. And we learned about what's called the Exor Monk. That is that creature there. we need 2 Exor Hearts to make an item teleporter. Which means, unfortunately, for this one, we need to kill it as well. Oh, good dodge, sir. We can walk up and bash its face in. But I want the accuracy experience points. And some reloading. And we brought plenty of darts, or sorry, bolts. Oh, good dodge again. Is that bees I hear? It is! What the heck? What is this? This is new. Can we interact with this? No. At least not directly. Interesting. I wonder what else is new in this area. Anyway, let's carve up that body before it vanishes. Note that these creatures have sacks, cloth sacks on them, and a belt. Oh, they changed, when you kill creatures, they drop bolts now, right. That's very nice. Hey, we get a drumstick, too. We can use all the wheat we can get. There's the exit portal. This first portal world is rather small compared to other ones that we'll be going in. Dr. Mans?
Dr. Derek Mans reporting. Research Director, Gate Cascade Research Facility. Antiverse 2 is an enigma. A world made of worlds. Each of them different, yet seeded with similar life. We know a few certain facts. That energy moves more slowly there, making growth, evolution, and change a more gradual process. We know, too, that materials transplanted from Antiverse B to our own are energy-dense. Biochemistry occurs much more rapidly. But how did these creatures evolve? The presence of life, complex life, confounds everything we know about evolution. Was an external force involved? Only further study can tell us.
He mentioned Antiverse B, and then Antiverse 2. I think that might be a leftover from times in the past when this game was under development. They've re-gone over the lore stated by these people a few times. Anyway, this is Antiverse 2. Sounds as if the creatures that they find here, they found in other Antiverses. There's also a forklift replica here. We're totally taking that with us. And a nice little pool here. There is fishing in this game. We have done none of that so far. We will do some fishing probably in the next video to show you what that is like. I am curious about those insects. They look like a bee or a hornet hive. We'll see if we can interact with that at all later. We are now in okay, we didn't check this before. Originally, we were on the other side of that door there. Down there is the entrance to the portal world that we just came out of. And you can't get in here. This door is locked from the other side. So I believe they expect you to go through the portal to get up in here, and not do what we did, and skip the portal altogether. We'll come back here, by the way. I want to leave this... no, we'll take this with us. But I would like to get up there. But we're filled up and we have some radioactive stuff on us. So let's go ahead and head back home. It's also almost 9 o'clock, so we kind of have to gotta book it. Oh, hurry, Tim. Normally I take that cloth there, but if the bot walks out, it sees me coming down that rope, that will be bad. All right, let's get this stuff away really quick, because we need to kill more bots. Note that the soup is still cooking. Once again, I believe this is because the game actually pauses this area if we're not in it. Okay, let's store some stuff and then go out hunting. Oh, where are we going to put, I guess we can put currently... The wheat should go in the refrigerator. It doesn't expire, it doesn't go bad, but it is a food item. Well, is it? It can be used for food, but also is used for other things. No, we'll stick it here in Chem's Creature Bits. Put more pills there. Okay, let's see if we can get a robot.
Oh, I love coffee in my coffee hole.
It's not currently plugged in. Okay, so I don't think it respawned. There's that gentleman again. Let's go get a different bot and drag him down to our defensive systems, as it were.
All vacant perforations will be resettled in 3, 2, 1. Reset complete.
What we just saw, that message on the left-hand side of the screen, is indicating that the portal world, a portal world, did not reset its resources. So, we'll learn about that in tomorrow. Because we're going to go and see a television, or at least I'm thinking we probably will, which will explain portal worlds and resources a little bit more.
I hope it's Pizza Friday.
I do love Pizza Friday. It's almost as good as Taco Tuesday. I haven't had tacos in forever. Oh god! That's a second? And we're out. Okay, this might be a bit awkward. I don't know if we can take 2 of them on. We're gonna try, though. Let's turn on our system. Turn on our system, I said. Oh no. Okay, well, we get a chance to try to fight 2. Ooh. That one missed, thank goodness. Wait, we got one bot. That one's stuck between 2 of the Choppinators. Kill it! Okay, we won! And the Choppinator wasn't actually destroyed either, thank goodness. That was exciting! Alright, let's... Oh, the soup is done. I can hear the soup is done. Let's put all this stuff away. We're looking... Oh, we are tired. We're thirsty. So for soup. So to drink soup, you can't drink it directly from your inventory. You have to deploy the soup somewhere first, like this. But then, you can't just scoop it out with your hands. We need to actually make a soup bowl to now interact with it. Oh my goodness, we are filthy. Okay, let's do a few. Let's clean ourselves up, get something to eat, get something to drink, use the bathroom, sleep, and then we'll do soup bowl stuff. We also want to repair that one Choppinator. Yeah, very damaged, but it wasn't destroyed, so we don't have to bring it to our fixing station to break it down. Oh, we didn't have to use the bathroom. Not really. I have so much trouble sleeping, though, if I have to pee even a little bit. So, this is something I normally would do anyway. Alright, so... we should get something to eat. Something else to eat. Something to drink. I don't like being thirsty or hungry when I go to bed. I won't fall asleep. The background sounds of science.
This sector is under precautionary security measures. Please remain in place and wait for security assistance.
Okay, so let's first do the soup thing. So we learned how to... Actually, no. The first thing we're going to do is upgrade our desk. So we need to make a energy brick. 1 energy brick. I guess we should show you the upgrades too, because we haven't actually looked at the upgrades. So your bench has several upgrades you can do to it. Each bench upgrade has to be applied to an individual bench. So if what you gave one a item teleporter and you build a second, that second does not have it. Other benches might need to be upgraded in similar ways. Check your bench; it'll have some sort of upgrade menu here, if it can be upgraded. So in this case, I click that, and I can see these upgrades that we can do. You need, as you can see, a certain level of crafting to be able to access these different types of upgrades. This one is one of the more useful ones, the item transporter. Allows the bench to automatically access nearby containers when crafting recipes. We need 1 energy brick and 2 raw Exor hearts. Well, we got exactly 2 raw Exor hearts. We have the energy brick with us. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, we don't have the energy brick with us. Now we've created it. Bench upgrades. Wait, what? Okay. Bench upgrades. That was weird. Alright, we had to go look at our inventory before we got credit for having the energy brick. And then we hit the unlock button. And it's done. There'll be a little thing here now. I do like that our upgrades are actually, we can see them on the actual bench as well. And this indirectly also allows our repair kit, if it's in range of the bench, to pull in items that are within range of it as well. So now I don't need to go and grab a piece of metal and put it in my inventory for a spear. I can just directly repair it right here. It will pull the items automatically out of this if it's close enough. The same with the bench now. So for example, I can now just make energy bricks directly from this bench without having to go and fish out the items from our storage crates. As long as the crates are within a certain distance of the bench. Now on that note, we need something to be able to carry soup. Let's see. Food and cooking, a soup bowl. So no problem. Oh, but we need a test tube. We haven't made any of these before. So to make one of these, we need some glass scrap and a piece of wood for the cork. There we go. We'll make 20 of these. Every time we craft, we get more crafting experience points as well. Oop, I'm not sitting close enough to the microphone, Tim. You're leaning back. I hope your voice is okay. Sorry, I'm too relaxed, viewer. We'll make another 10. We have plenty of wood. We have lots of glass. Then we can make this. I suppose we somehow magically expand the test tube to make this somehow. There it is. Let's see. Place the tattoos in more crafting units. And now we can take this, and when we look at the pot, fill it. And there we go. Now, once you place a pot, We can't empty the pot out of the rest of the soup. The soup will forever remain hot as well. It's magic soup. And this does as well. The soup will fill hunger and thirst. Different soups fill different numbers of this. Pest goulash is not super good, but you get 4 scoops of it. And it's better as a soup than these parts were individually. We'll keep that on us at the moment. Let's see. We can actually, while I'm here, we'll eat something else. We can cook some more food as well, and maybe do a few more miscellaneous things around the house, as it were. Now, the pot's also currently in use for holding the soup, which means we're not going to be boiling any water while it's doing that, because we need another pot. So we should keep an eye open for potential places we can get another pot from. We need to find some cafeterias someplace. I can think of 2 others that I know are on level 3. So we're going to want to go back up there. We also need to still repair our Chopinator. There we go. For that, we need a hammer. Get some food done. Once again, we could disassemble this, bring it to our fix station, but that would also cost us some metal. Well, 1 metal. I feel like they should increase the amount of metal or things required for a repair based on how damaged the object is. Oh, you'll note we didn't throw any slushy grenades at the robots. They are immune to the frozen effect, so they would have done nothing for me had we tried to use them. I suppose while we're here we can make some more crossbow bolts. I like having 2 stacks of bolts. Really handy to have that item teleporter. Oh, no, we're done. Okay. All right. What time is it? 10 o'clock, just about. Let's keep exploring. So we've unlocked level 3. We have a few more places here on level 2 we haven't been yet to. I'm not sure where the best place is for us to go. We should look for another pot. So let's take a peek around and see if we can find one of those. We do, by the way, have 3 CPUs, so we can make the keypad hacker if we so desire. We'll make one this evening, and then in the next video we'll use it. That sucked. I was hoping to gain some sneaking experience points by being behind it, and I forgot to reload this weapon. Okay, you're still confused. That's fine. I look at you creating all sorts of chaos. So elegant. So, such a dainty looking position. We should get some free sneaking experience points by doing the sneak attack. Dr. Derek Mance. Hello, sir.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting, Research Director. We now believe IS-171, or the carbuncle, as Peters was calling it, is the larval form of IS-173, and almost certainly 178. Dr. Pendleton speculates there may also be a 4th state we have not yet encountered. I believe she may be correct. If this is correct, it is an extraordinary shift in our understanding.
Sounds as if these creatures have some sort of evolution mechanic similar to, like, I think Pokemon or maybe Digimon. I've never watched either show. I know about the creatures, some of the creatures that exist there, only through my niece and nephew, and by time in college many years ago, because my roommates liked watching that show when they were growing up, and I was older than them and had never heard of the show before. All the hoses we're getting, that's amazing. Hoses are kind of hard to get early on. In fact, oh my god, the fact we're walking out of here with, was that like 5 of them? 6 hoses is incredible. And we're getting some peas. You can directly drink peas from the can? Which just seems so wrong to me. I cannot... The texture of drinking peas is weird. That is so strange. You might remember that I've talked about my ex-girlfriend Liz. We're good friends. We haven't talked to each other in a while. But I mentioned this only because she's from Laos, and she would always have me pick up things from the Asian supermarket that was close by to me. Things that she would always just normally have. And I had never heard of some of these things, let alone tried them. And so whenever she would ask me to pick something up for her, I would always pick up a second one of those things so I could try it. I'm like, what is this? I'm totally having it, whatever it is, because I want to know what it's like. And that's how I became aware of things like jelly soda, which is like there's chunks of jelly in the soda. And like there was all sorts of candy she liked having. That was my first experience with having Pocky. All sorts of other types of foods that they would have there. And it was wonderful. Some of the stuff most of the stuff that I would have from that market. I haven't been there in such a long time. Hold on, we're carrying around too many bandages. We do not need so many. Okay, let's go ahead and put these up here at the moment. Okay, let's think. Right, we still need a pot. We didn't find one in that little lab. We found a bunch of soil bags. Those are used to help us make farm plots. We will probably... Do we want to make them now, Tim? We do. We should show the viewers at home. But we'll do it when we're back at our base for the evening. We should carve up this creature for its bits. But we'll do that later. It'll be gone by the time we come back downstairs, though. Once again, I don't like having a lot of radioactive items on me. There's a door up there with a different colored keypad. We can't quite make it up there. But the keypad requires level 2 clearance. Even when we make our keypad hacker, it will only be level 1 clearance. We won't be able to access what's on the other side of that door. Seems like the more important people were up here compared to the software grunts downstairs. Computers, some very nice large desks. The things that we want, I mean, we want all this stuff, once again. We always want all this stuff. But in particular, I want staples and pens. Staplers and pens. I guess we might as well take some screws while we're up here. Pens are used to make signs. We're going to make a few of them, more of them soon. And our crossbow bolts. Staplers are used in some... They were heavily used in the past for some higher level crafts. Not as much required any longer. Take one of those back with us. We don't really need duct tape. Or papers. Not so badly that I'm going to take too many of them. Books, we're okay. More water coolers. As you've seen, our water cooler problem is like we don't really need any more of them, so we're just gonna leave that there at the moment. That's a pretty picture. Belongs to us now. I'm sure taking apart this pipe will cause no problems whatsoever. Always will take more supplies. Healing items. Hello. Oh, good dodge. And you hit me. Twice. It does kind of matter which side I dodge to. It is far easier to hit that creature by swinging to the side, because I swing from right to left. Oh, I have to use the bathroom. This is going to be awkward, because I would like to finish up this day. Alright, let's see. Well, this is Dr. Mans. I'll find a place to hide, viewer, and I'll be back.
Dr. Derek Mance, Cascade. The first instances of IS-064 appeared barely seconds after our first successful perforation event. It appears to exude a fog or mist that has overtaken Flat Hill entirely. Surviving residents have been evacuated and a cordon established around the town, citing a chemical spill. The residents, not to mention our counterparts at the EPA, are less than impressed. But the knowledge we already gained, even in this short time, is beyond value.
Some sort of experiment, it sounds like, that they were doing. Alright guys, I have to use the restroom. I'll be back. We should be safe here. Okay. Alright. What time is it? 3:10. Oh, we left up some pens here. Let's grab those too. How we looking? Don't need that. Everything else I want. Alright, let's keep exploring the third floor. Don't we have a map, so we can probably take a peek at that map to figure out where we want to go. Let's see. It's locations. No, it's not. It's just M? I've forgotten how on earth I bring up my map. Is it this? It's this. Here we go. So we are here at the moment. There's a break room down the hall. If we're gonna find another pot, we might find one there. The creature pokes its face through a door. You better believe I'm gonna shoot we'll take some coffee. We're gonna want a few empty coffee mugs. Hey, look at this. A Geiger counter. A handheld radiation detector. Point yourself to check your own radiation levels. We can now finally accurately show you guys how radiation affects us. Speaking of radiation, there's a lead vest here, but I'm filled up on inventory space already because I'm a hoarder and pick up everything. Let's see. I guess I don't need this pressure gauge. I don't need the books. I don't need that oil. I don't need more bands. I can come back up here later for that stuff. I don't want to drop this all together because I like the entire set. But now we have something that greatly reduces incoming radiation. This heavy lead vest. Also provides a good, decent amount of armor. And remember, while it's on us, none of its weight is applied while we're carrying it actually on our ragdoll. That's a fancy looking chest. Wouldn't mind having access to that. Let's see if we can't get into that room from this side. Oh, Dr. Mans again.
Private note. It's undeniable that operations at Cascade are being monitored by external forces. This much, the Cascade Executive Committee have been permitted to know. Exactly who has been infiltrating our communications, and to what end, remains unknown. Or rather, those who know refuse to say. I've been directed to tell my team that we are conducting some security drills, but the threat seems quite real.
The first hint that there may be people around who are interested in what Cascade is doing and potentially don't approve of the work. A check-in facility. These are these provide an additional spawn point for you.
Check-in approved.
Now we can spawn here, our bed downstairs, or the elevator at the level 1 offices. Now remember the prior electrical water we touched and we got zapped? This water is a lot more dangerous to touch. You can lose like up to, I want to say like half your hit points touching that water. So we will avoid getting close to that.
Here at the Gate Cascade Research Facility, you'll have access to cutting-edge tools, equipment, and materials for research and scientific study. But if your investigations require more exotic resources, talk to the kinetics team about using our perforation network to access far-flung locations. And don't be shy. Due to temporal resets, the supply of materials in these locations is practically inexhaustible. So if you're running low on resources, head into a portal world for everything you need.
So that is trying to explain, and does I think a decent job doing it, that the resources you pick up inside a portal world will respawn effectively when the portal world resets. Portal worlds reset every Wednesday at 12 a.m., which is say like Tuesday midnight effectively, and Sunday at 12 a.m. Oh, that was awkward. He missed 2. Do we carve this one up? Not yet. We need a pot. That's the main thing we're up here for. We're grabbing pens, magazines, books, and staplers while we're up here. Another security bot up here, just in case you can't get enough of killing the security bots. Oh, a gentleman up here. We'll talk with him. And another refrigerator. We may want a second one of these. Oh, there's no pot here, though. We only have hands. Maybe we can get lucky and there be one in one of these cabinets? Oh, no, there's one right here. Perfect. By the way, we can make a pot. We don't have to have found one, but I do prefer finding them if I can. Hello, sir. How are you?
It's not my fault. I work on power cells, not portals. They take them into Silo 3, and I never see them again. Oh, this is worse than last time.
I agree. Dr. Regal says his power cells have all been taken to Silo 3. That's the area that's sealed currently. The girl outside was the one talking about Nobel Prizes. You have a little more time, probably enough time to get to that emails. Email terminal. And raid this for its pens. And books. And money. Alright, let's see. What were people talking about up here? Blue keypads. We may have an issue in offices. The new security bots are walking security holes. I just learned from Mayfield they carry access data everywhere they go. Anyone who gets their hands on a CPU from one of the security bots could hack through any door in this sector. I appreciate the concern for safety, Richard, but we're confident in our security procedures. Someone had to get into the facility to access the bots in the first place. And at that point, bigger problems. T. The blue security keypads we've seen lying around. Infrared scanner? Xers? I doubt it's a surprise to anyone, but these A2 entities are pretty dangerous. We analyzed this specimen you brought back. They're smart, but we can't tell if they're actually intelligent yet. Cat's running MMCC tests, though it's hard. Their biological systems are off the charts. They keep frying our equipment. Also, we need an actual name for them. Xers? I've clarified this before. A2 is not Planet X. It's not even just a planet. I don't know why this nickname is still sticking around. Folks, it's Xor. I found them. I get to name them. Mance agrees that this is a fair rule. Begrudgingly, no doubt. There's the Xor monk. Nightlights. Derek, I need any information you have on an IS that looks like glowing floating lights? A sort of will-o'-the-wisp? I'm sure you know the one. It seems to react to glass or something. We don't have anything in containment like that, Bridget. I spoke with Dr. Riggs about it, and she hasn't encountered anything like that either. Let me know if that changes, but don't mention this to anyone. The glow lights we've seen floating around. Nocturnal anomaly. We should probably start heading back. We can clear out more of this upper area later.
This sector will be powered down momentarily.
Ooh, and the
If you have not
creature's
already
gone.
evacuated the facility,
No, it died. It died out here.
have a wonderful and productive
We have no inventory space. How far your hungry are we? Oh, we gotta use the bathroom too. There's a bathroom right here. We'll hit this up. We'll go downstairs. There we go. Now normally, viewer, I'd proceed to dismantle every single thing on this floor and finish up doing floor 2. I'd spend about another 7 or 8 days in-game getting every single resource to my base. But we don't have to do that. We're in good shape at the moment. So even though we are playing this a little more casually, which is we're taking our time looking at things, reading emails and what have you, I will not be spending the amount of time gathering all the resources I would normally gather. I'm also, this time, I'm intending maybe to only have 2 bases, not, like, 5. So I don't need them that badly, I suppose. Okay, let's put this light here. We have another pot, so we might as well start the process. Getting water boiled. You can stick all this stuff away. Probably a good place for a picture is above our bed. That looks rather nice. I think the coffee cups can probably go in office supplies. Okay, let's make a few more. Oh, the first thing we should do is eat and then go and look for a robot. See if it respawned. We want all of the CPUs we can get. It would be probably more efficient for me to have my trap set up here. And then I could just turn it on. Or leave it on, actually, to destroy that bot every so often. But I do like keeping it kind of protected, because I won't be guarding it all the time. We'll be moving into space, I think, to a different location eventually. And if we do so, after we make the keypad hacker, we'll be in a spot where there's a guaranteed robot path right outside the base. Alright, I'm beginning to babble. Let's go ahead and make another crate. And we'll put that crate here. This will be all the stuff that doesn't really fit into a different container. We're going to put our makeshift chest plate in that. Suppose we can make some more bolts. Actually, we could... I guess we can make that keypad hacker, or we can start the process of making it. Let's see. So... that would be... under tools. Here it is. 3 parts to craft. You can start with the LCD screen. Probably a glow stick? Tech, a CPU, and some screws. But these also require their own things. Is these screws? Oh, we can make screws, no problem then. We'll make 10 screws to help us out. There we go. We need a glow stick. So to make this, we need a bioscrap and a test tube. And make one of those. Then we need a computation brick. That's a CPU, electronics, tech scrap, and probably a case fan. We're going to need 3 of these. We might as well make all 3 now. That gives us the LCD screen. Then we can go ahead and make a controller. That's going to be a CPU, I think a keyboard, screws, a phone. And then we also need an infrared emitter. Once again, that's going to be a computation brick, probably electronics, and some glass. And then we can make our hacker. Awesome. And this is placed in our hacker slot. There, by the way, there is a wristwatch slot, but we can't make wristwatches at the moment. You're stuck with this one. I am curious if we will indeed get better wristwatches in the future. Maybe there's a bot walking around out here now. No. Okay, not today. Alright, viewer. Well, that will just about do it for us. Thank you guys for watching. Hope this was fun. There's one of those question marks. Next episode, we'll begin doing a little bit of farming, I think, so you guys can see how that works. We'll probably do it near the end of the episode. Actually, we might move to a different base also, because now that we have this hacker, I can access a few of those locked security doors, and I can think of at least one place that I might want to move to. And we'll have to do that on screen, which means I'm going to have to write down stuff to talk about, because that will take probably 1 or 2 in-game days to finish the move. Alright, anyway, so viewer, thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.